Good morning, students. So, today we'll be doing a new chapter in SST. The topic of our chapter is changes in transport. So, as you can see in the picture, there are many vehicles that are used as a means of transport. There is an aeroplane, a car, a bus, a ship, and a boat. So all these vehicles you see in the picture are used as a medium of transport. So let us begin our chapter and see what are the changes that takes place in a means of transport. As I give you an example that if you want to travel from Kalchini to Hamiltonganj, so the means of transport you'll choose will either be a bicycle or a motorcycle, or you can choose a auto rickshaw. So whatever the vehicle you are choosing for traveling from Kalchini to Hamilton will be your means of transport. Another example, if you want to travel from Kalchini to Siliguri, so the vehicles you can travel is either by a train or by a car, or you can use a bus. So the vehicles, the chosen vehicle, whatever you have chosen to go from Kalchini to Siliguri will be your means of transport. Next topic we'll discuss here about is older means of transport. So in the earlier times, people used to walk from one place to another, and they also take help of animals to travel and carry things. Like children, have you seen that during this COVID-19 outbreak, our country has experienced certain phase of lockdown? So during this lockdown, the people started walking for their home because there were no such vehicles or the means of transport was available for them. So what they did, they have used the earlier means of transport and started walking for their home. So when the wheel was discovered, this made people transportations more easier and faster. Using this wheel, they have started making animal drawn carts, and they are carrying things around the world. So in the olden times, when there was no such means of transport, these animal drawn carts were the medium of transport for them. The members of royal families traveled in horse drawn carriages, means the members of the kings, the members of the British Empire. So as you know that our country was ruled by the Britishes, so the members of the British empires used horse-drawn carriages to travel from one place to another. In the olden times, soldiers traveled and fought battles on horseback. The soldiers used to fight the battle on horseback. Since ancient times, camel have been a common medium of travel and transportation in the desert area around the world. So children, since in the ancient time, means in the olden times when there was no such vehicles were available, camel was a common means of transportation in desert area. Desert area means the area which is full of sand. So in that area, this camel was a means of transportation. Even now, if you go to Rajasthan, you will see that camel is a means of transport there, because in the desert area people cannot able to walk because of the sand. So these camels are used as a medium of transport for carrying goods from one place to another, and also for carrying people from one place to another. So elephants are also used in olden times for fighting battles. King took help of elephants in the battlefield. So all the kings, they used the animals to fight a battle. Even today in forest area, people take help of elephants to carry heavy logs of wood. So children, even today we are taking help of animals. In forest area, if we'll see, you will find that elephants are used to carry heavy loads of wood. Means the trees, the elephants are used to carry the heavy trees from one place to another. Now come to the next topic, that is modern means of transport. So as the time has passed, our medium of transport has also changed. We have become more advanced and the means of transport has become more advanced and modern. Now we use most of the vehicles for traveling from one place to another. So children, this modern means of transport is divided into three parts. The first part is land transport, then we have water transport, then the third part is air transport. Now we'll see the land transport. Vehicles that are used to travel on land are means of land transport. Roads are used for walking, traveling on bicycles, scooters, motorcycles, cars, buses and trucks. The first bicycle were invented about 200 years ago. They had no pedals. The wheels were made of wood or iron and were known as bone suckers. So students, the vehicles that we are using in the roads as a medium of our transportation are known as land transport. So in these vehicles we include like bicycles, scooters, motorcycles, cars, buses and trucks. So you see here that the first bicycle were invented about 200 years ago, and then in the olden times these kind of bicycles had no pedals in it, and the wheels are made up of iron and wood. So I'll show you now the first made bicycle. So you can see here, this is the first bicycle invented in the world, and you see this has no pedals and the wheels, as you can see, is a iron and it is known as bone suckers. Now modern bicycles have a light frame, rubber tires and chain to drive the wheels. Special cycles are fitted with systems to run on different speeds. So now in the modern era we have a special kind of cycle that are fitted with a system to run on a different speed. You can adjust the speed of the cycle because it is fitted with a gear system. The first car were simple vehicles that could literally be called horseless carriages. So in the olden times, the first car that were invented are known as horseless carriages. Rail transport is a means of carrying passengers and goods on wheeled vehicles running on rails, also known as tracks. The track make travel less bumpy. The early trains were drawn by horses. Then the steam engine came, and later the diesel locomotives, and now trains run on electricity. Trains are economical and best suited for long distance. So after that the railway transportation came. In the earlier times the railway transportation was drawn by horses. Then after that, what happened, children? The steam engine came. So as you can see in the picture, this is the steam engine. So after the steam engine came the diesel locomotives train. Diesel locomotives train are the trains that you can see in our area. That trains run in a diesels. That's why they are called diesel locomotives train. But after the diesel locomotives train, we have become more advanced and we have introduced electrical train. So electrical trains you can see in the cities when you go like Kolkata or Delhi. There you can see the electrical trains. So rail transport was made faster and better with the development of underground railway system, also called the tube, subway or metro. So this railway transportation has become more advanced and it has become more faster and better when the underground railway system was introduced. So underground railway system means the train goes under the ground. So that is called tube, subway or metro trains. So as you can see here in the picture, this is the metro train. So children, these trains are the way of transporting maximum passengers rapidly without overloading the surface transport system in a big cities. Now metro trains run in almost all the metro cities of India. They travel both underground and on elevated tracks. These metro trains you can see in almost all the metro cities of India, and these metro trains also travel both in underground and on elevated tracks. Like they are also traveling under the ground, and sometimes these trains also travel on the land on the elevated tracks. So students, today we'll do till here, and the next topics we'll discuss in the next class.